Jesus Christ is who we're going to talk about today. What up, y'all? It's your buddy Philko here, reporting live from your mama's house. Going to talk a little bit about Jesus starting to accept gay marriages. I'm reading on a lot of articles. I don't even know which article to pick, actually. But I'm reading on a lot of articles that a lot of pastors and stuff are starting to accept gay marriage. And they're also saying Jesus would possibly accept gay marriage as well. And this has been happening more and more as time goes on. Same thing like for evolution and shit. A lot of people have been coming forward saying, a lot of the religious people, there is such thing as evolution, but humans are not a part of it. It's just for animals. Animals evolved over the 2,000 years we've been here, whatever the fuck they think. But so, basically religion's changing based on science and culture a lot. It doesn't follow science and culture, but it's affected by science and culture. But you want to know why I stick with science? Because science is not affected by culture. Definitely not affected by religion. It's only affected by itself. Science only affects itself. It's not affected by your culture. No matter how much you may think something, it doesn't affect science. It needs evidence to be backed up. But with religion, it's starting to be accepted to be gay in a lot of these Christian churches. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just confused on how it seems as time goes on, people believe less and less of the Bible and start saying, oh, you just misinterpreted it, or you just didn't understand it, or it's not the way you think and all this stuff. But actually, it is. It says what it says. It's supposed to be the Word of God. It's supposed to be infallible. It's supposed to have no mistakes. So how can you take the Word of God and just ignore it because you don't agree with that certain passage? That doesn't make sense. To me, if you're a Christian, you believe all of it or none of it. If you're a Christian, you believe all of it. If you got a problem with any of it, you're not a Christian. There's so many wannabe Christians around that just so wannabe Christian. I grew up around wannabe Christians, and I got tired of it. So many wannabe Christians. Yeah, how many of you actually waited to get married to have sex? But you know what? As a Christian, you don't have to behave any way because there's such thing as confession. You can do whatever the fuck you want and just confess after. It doesn't matter. To me, that's just retarded. It's just downright retarded. Once you're a Christian, you know the rules, you fuck up, there should be no such thing as confession. Especially when you do these things out of lust or whatever the fuck. There should be no such thing as confession. Because there'd be no reason to behave, you can just confess. But back from that, I just want to get back to the whole accepting gay people thing. Why are they all accepting gay people now? Maybe because that's the culture? Well, that's what it seems to be. They're not all accepting it, but they're slowly starting to transform to, okay, gays aren't so bad, they can get married or they can be together, whatever. They're starting to accept it, which is fine by me, but it's not Christian. I wonder how many Christians actually read the Bible. I wonder that. How many Christians actually read the fucking Bible? How many of them just really fucking read the shit? And then when you pick out certain passages in the Bible and you're like, oh no, it just mistranslated. This is ridiculous. Just explain to me. You see, you guys may not like what I'm saying right now, but you know what? This is another reason why I kind of have most respect for Islam. Because even some of Islam, yeah, some Muslims can be affected, in some areas of Islam can be affected by culture and maybe a little by science, but the least compared to anyone else. If Islam and Muslim have a problem with homosexuals, they're going to be the last ones to have a problem with homosexuals because they follow the shit they believe more than anyone else. That's one thing I respect about Islam so much. That's why whenever people ask me if you had to be religious or you picked religion, what would it be? I always said I'd be Muslim, Islam, 100%. Because they follow their shit hard body. Fuck what you think, And even though some of you may not like the things some of them do, I respect it because they believe that shit hard. They go all out. You know what I mean? They go all the fuck out. Fuck what times we live in. Fuck where we are. We're Muslim. This is what we believe. We're going to follow it. And I feel that. If I had to pick one, it would be Islam all day. You know what I mean? Because they follow it down to the T. But it's like with Christians in America, you just pick and choose. God understands me. Jesus knows what's best. Jesus understands you, even though the Bible's against it. It doesn't make sense. It's just like a game to people. This whole Jesus thing is like a game. It's like a game for a lot of Christian Americans. It's a game. And it's ridiculous and embarrassing. Not all Christians are like this at all. There's a lot of other countries like Armenia and stuff. They take this Christianity stuff very, very seriously. But then you come to a place like America, just a bunch of fucking jokes. That's all it is. Jesus said some are born gay. Fine, if he said, does that mean he accepts them? I swore to God. Jesus said some shit like, a man should not lay with a man as a man lays with a woman. He said it. He's against homosexuality, but it's cool because of the culture now. So the book doesn't matter. Hypocrites, man. And I'm out. Later.